MERITT protocol, what we're trying to achieve is to actually provide a tool for anyone to create their own token, okay? I mean, there has been a lot of noise in the market and a hype around the Bitcoin, but really, I think it is important to think about what's the underlying technology and how it can be used. So the first use case of Bitcoin was payment, transaction. And like years ago, a pizza got bought for like 100,000 Bitcoin. So I'm not sure what the price of a Bitcoin today, but it'd be an expensive pizza. Then came the Ethereum, you know, a kind of a advanced blockchain, a bit more complicated than the Bitcoin blockchain, where we had smart contracts or smart money. And the first use case of the Ethereum is actually fundraising, ICOs. This is a real use case. I mean, we had like some CryptoKitties, of course, but I'm trying to think about a real life application of the blockchain. And I think ICOs have been so far the real life application of the blockchain after the transaction with Bitcoins, okay? So, of course, we see tokens being issued, coins being issued, and there's a lot of confusion. Which one is a good coin or bad coin? Previously, it's been mentioned there's about 2,500 coins. It's very confusing. I think what we're trying to do at MERITT here is just to go beyond this and give a tool for anyone to issue their own coin. But don't take me wrong. I'm not giving this tool. I'm not building this tool for building another number of coin where the value is not clear. A token could also be seen as a contract, okay? And it's going to be down to you, to the users of participant, to the community of participant who can write their own contract. They will decide what is that they want to put on their contract, okay? You can commit to, I don't know, you can commit to repay someone if they give you money. That's going to be a loan contract. And you could issue with the MERITT protocol a loan token. So this is why we say, with MERITT protocol, this is your contract, your blockchain token, and it's a tool for community and for peer-to-peer financing and tokenization. So indeed, with MERITT, anyone can easily create and distribute their unique assets or token by themselves, according to their need. Whether to issue a token for community to vote on and finance a project, issue a loan to get finance, or issue a token to trade services directly with peers. Okay? So MERITT remove the middleman and the fees and put the power back into your hand. You do what you want. This is your token. This is your contract. And you can make most of the blockchain. So maybe I can go through maybe 4 examples quickly today. So just to give you how versatile is the tool we are offering. So a merchant can create and distribute its own token as a voucher for discount for its shops. A trusted community can create its own token and sell them to members to fund a wind turbine, for example, that would benefit the entire community. Another example is an individual can request a loan with his trusted network by simply creating and selling his loan token to his community, friends, and family. So I think beyond the hype of the coin and the 2,500 coin, we can actually, at MERITT, we foresee millions of coin. Me, through my life, I could actually issue 100 coins for different reasons. I could issue a voting token for my friend and family to tell me what they think my next haircut should be. It's a funny example, but it could be actually more serious purpose. With my community, I can issue a community token to finance a specific project that would serve the community. So this is where you see that the token, the value of the token is actually only backed by what the community put on the contract and how the community interact with that token, okay? So, and this is the essence. Normally, a good coin, the value of a good coin is the team behind it, the project, how successful is going to be the project. So here for community token, it's going to be how good is the community, and is this community token going to be valuable for the community? So again, we always back to how useful it is to the community. So we don't foresee these tokens to be placed on wallet or exchange, but more like to be more like privately used or semi-privately used. And maybe the very successful one can be very attractive to potential external investors. This one could be listed, for example. So here on the right, we say million of decentralized economy. these decentralized economy will need a tool for that. They will need a tool to issue their own contract on the blockchain and their own token. So we believe MERITT will be the tool for this. And we believe this will be the tool for this because the MERITT blockchain can deliver this at a low cost, okay? And the second essential feature, it can deliver this without any permission required. So it is a tool for you to use, for small businesses to use, for community to use. There's no need to ask anyone's permission, okay? So to use the MERITT blockchain is public and open source. So what solution we're solving here? Really, you don't need to be a developer. You don't need to have finance to pay for a developer to create your coin, your complex coin, to create a contract on the blockchain. So the fact that creating your contract on the blockchain enables you to have a full back office at your service for the community or for the small business, okay? So because most of the terms of your contract are going to be enforced by smart contracts. They're going to be enforced automatically. Payment, communication, voting, these can be enforced automatically in a trustless fashion and in a transparent fashion. So how do you create your own token using the MERITT protocol? Well, this is, we try, our simplicity is really our obsession, okay? We want to provide a very simple UI, a very simple interface for people to interact directly with the blockchain. So we are asset class agnostic. You can issue a loan, an equity token. Obviously, make sure you got the right lawyer if you do a multi-million issuance security. You can also offer a service or asset and trade them directly with peers. So in that case, we talk about tokenization, okay? So the key terms of your digital asset or token or voting are on the blockchain and executed via smart contract, as I previously said. So the fact that this is on the blockchain means that everybody can actually check for itself whether the voting result has been properly executed or not. So we at MERITT Protocol, we do not own any data. We don't have data. We provide you with the algo, with the tool, and you choose where you store your data, okay? Is it on a local storage or on a distributed storage of your choice? And eventually, you do not need to ask anyone permission. So these are like the building block we provide, whether you want your token to be publicly tradable or just private within a community. And then you can plug, use the toolkits and the building block to write your own contract on the blockchain. So I think what we're trying to do here is obviously we're trying to provide a tool for communities where, you know, people can make the most of the blockchain and write their own contract, and that would be in form of tokens. Okay. So we want to provide an easy tool for people to interact with the blockchain and to make the most of it. Okay. It's not fair to say today, if I want to have a project, I want to crowdfund a project, either I go on some aggregator crowdfunding platform, they do charge 6–10%, or you have to pay an ICO platform, or you have to pay some dev. So it's another, I don't know, multiple of 100,000. Using the MERITT protocol, you can do it all by yourself. Maybe for a very small project as well. You know, it doesn't have to be a big project. It could be a family token. So we are a team based in London. My background is investment banking. I used to work for GE Capital for about 12 years. And we have an international team. Half of the team is in London, talented developers. With us today, we have Candice, who is in charge of our charities and trusted community engagement. And maybe I mention this because we have her today. Also, we have an interesting use case of the MERITT protocol. So she's working on a charity to enable people who donate to see where their donation is going. Okay, so that's one use case. That's a very interesting one. Me, if I want to donate $100, the charity using the MERITT protocol will be able to issue $100 worth of token, and this token as a voucher will be traceable on the Blockchain Explorer. So someone who donates can actually trace where the donation is being used. Which wallet received the donation? Is this wallet from belongs to a school? You can identify who's gonna get the donation. And the beauty with this is You don't need to trust anyone. You can check it for yourself. So we are seeking a potential investors to help us bring the protocol on the mainnet, i.e. Live in production in 3-4 months, and to help us progress on the project. Thank you for your time and attention. Is there any question? Yeah?
Yeah, I was wondering about regulation. If the SEC comes down and considers most of these tokens security tokens, how would you be able to help your clients?
Sure. Yeah, I think.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah. So the question was about regulation, SEC, whether we provide assistance, right? So it's a very, very fair question. And how we see ourselves, we see ourselves more like a tool. Okay. So if you do $100 equity issuance from your bedroom, probably nothing is going to happen. Now, if you do a multi-million dollar security issuance for a high-profile project, you probably need to have a good security lawyer. But what we say is, we provide you with a tool. In the same way, a car maker provides the driver with a car. Now, the car driver has to make sure he complies with the local regulation. Because again, we like a versatile tool. Of course, you can issue securities and financial instruments using our tool, but really, I can also issue, depending on the features I choose from the building block. For example, I can issue a newspaper token. I'm an editor. I want to sell my newspaper, so I sell a newspaper token. People buy the token, they get access to a monthly newsletter, and maybe I give them voting right as well, so I can hear from them like whether the next content they want me to cover for the next month, they can vote, for example. You see, so I give you an example which is not necessarily related to fundraising, but more related to service tokenization. So back to your question, we are more like a tool, and people have to ensure by themselves that they they comply with local regulation. Having said that, we will be in contact with the regulator. We have a regulatory lawyer in-house, and this is an aspect we're also exploring. Obviously, even car makers also have to comply with a number of rules as well. So this is all work in progress. As you know, the regulatory landscape is very dynamic right now. Sir?
As you know, there seems to be a lot of scalability and interportability issues with many platforms coming up.
Right. So the question is about scalability, maybe the latency of the network, etc. So we will be running our own blockchain. It's a proof of authority blockchain. And we're not going to reinvent the wheel, I'll be honest. So we're going to leverage what is working today, and our obsession is to deliver a tool for people today or in the very near future. So proof of authority blockchain is something that works. For example, today we have on the testnet, our application is there. You can actually create a loan token, commit, get an amount, and commit to a monthly repayment on the blockchain. And we're building a reputation system on top of this to help external potential lender to finance you maybe. So proof of authority blockchain, which is right now the best example is the Rinkeby, Ethereum Rinkeby testnet, which actually works and has a really decent scalability.
And how long does it take for a reconciliation of a contract on average for you?
To implement it takes, I mean, our booth is over there, so please come and visit us. I will give you a little demo of our DApp, and it takes about a couple of minutes. Sure.
And what about the interoperability? Because they seem
interoperability, okay. So I think here, our vision is really to provide a tool that works. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, interoperability, this is work in progress. There's a lot of protocol working on cross-chain application, and I can mention a few names. Why not? But our obsession is we going to be, we want to deliver a product, and this is why we're actually going to rely on our own blockchain. We don't want to leverage anyone's blockchain because we can implement our own blockchain in-house. Now, if there's another blockchain which is really popular and really fast and really cheap, we can leverage it and use it as well. So, and how we're going to be able to use that other blockchain is to use interoperability protocol, such as Polkadot and others. But this is, I mean, they are not live in all the interoperability blockchain protocol are not live today. Okay, but this is something we have in our roadmap. Thank you, guys. I think I just want to conclude on the fact that really blockchain is for everybody. You can write your own contract, and this is going to be yours, and your token is going to only be worth what you commit to it and how you deliver and you execute onto it. And using the blockchain means that you have a whole back office, communities have a whole back office to execute and service the contract. And that's the beauty of it. And this is why I think MERITT protocol is a tool that will be very successful, because it's needed the day people will realize how powerful this could be. Thank you for your attention.